Hello student. Today we all will be learning about the beta oxidation, which is also known as fatty acid oxidation. In this beta oxidation, the fatty acid is being oxidized to form the acyl-CoA molecule. The reaction happens outside the or we can say mitochondria or in the cell. The beta oxidation is dividing into two parts. The half of the reactions occurs in the cytosol of the cell, and half of the reaction occurs in the mitochondria of the cell. So in this, the fatty acid, as you can see on the screen, there is the complete reaction of beta oxidation, in which the beta fatty acid is being with the help of thiokinase enzyme or acyl-CoA synthetase, it is being changed to acyl-CoA. The acyl-CoA then being transferred to via carnitine transport system to from cytosol to mitochondria, from where the acyl-CoA, in presence of acyl-CoA dehydrogenase, changes to delta square trans-enol-CoA. Then with enol-CoA hydratase, it being changes to beta hydroxyacyl. Then, in the presence of beta hydroxyacyl CoA dehydrogenate, changes to beta ketoacyl CoA. And then from beta ketoacyl CoA thiolase, it changes to acyl CoA. From there, it goes to the Krebs cycle and form the two molecules of carbon dioxide. This is the complete reaction of beta oxidation. Now we will learn each step one by one. So in beta oxidation, the fatty acid in the body are mostly oxidized by beta oxidation. Beta oxidation defined as the oxidation of fatty acid on the beta carbon atom. The oxidation of fatty acid involves three stages. First, the activation of fatty acids occurring in the cytosol. Second, transport of fatty acids into mitochondria. And the third is beta oxidation proper in the mitochondrial matrix. Fatty acids are oxidized by most of the tissues in the body. Brain, erythrocytes, and adrenal medulla can't utilize fatty acids for energy requirement. The first step is fatty acid activation. Fatty acid activated to acyl-CoA by thiokinase or acyl-CoA synthetase. Reaction occurs in two steps and require ATP, coenzyme A, and magnesium. Fatty acid reacts with ATP to form acyl adenylate, which then combines with coenzyme A to produce acyl-CoA. In the activation, two high-energy phosphates are utilized. Since ATP is converted to pyrophosphate, that is being represented by PPI. Second stage is transport of acyl-CoA into mitochondria. In a mitochondrial membrane is impermeable to fatty acid. A special carnitine carrier system operates to transport activated fatty acid from cytosol to mitochondria. This occurs in four steps. The first step is acyl group of acyl-CoA is transferred to carnitine, that is beta hydroxy gamma trimethyl aminobutyrate, catalyzed by carnitine acyl transferase 1, present on the outer surface of inner mitochondrial membrane. The acyl carnitine is transported across the membrane to mitochondrial matrix by a specific carrier protein. Carnitine acyl transferase 2, found on the inner surface of mitochondrial membrane, convert acyl carnitine to acyl CoA. The carnitine release returns to cytosol for reuse. The third step is beta oxidation proper. Each cycle of beta oxidation replacing the two carbon unit acyl CoA occurs in a sequence of four reactions. Oxidation, acyl CoA undergo hydrogenation by an FAD-dependent flavoenzyme acyl-CoA dehydrogenase. A double bond is formed between alpha and beta carbon. Hydration. Enoyl CoA hydratase brings about the hydration of the double bond to form beta hydroxyacyl CoA. Third is oxidation. Beta hydroxyl CoA dehydrogenase catalyze the beta oxidation, second oxidation and generate NADH. This product formed is beta ketoacyl CoA. Then fourth one is cleavage. The final reaction of beta oxidation is the liberation of two carbon fragments acetyl CoA from acyl CoA. This occurs by a thyrolytic cleavage catalyzed by beta ketoacyl CoA thiolase. The new acyl CoA containing two carbon less than the original re-enters the beta oxidation cycle. The process continues till the fatty acid is completely oxidized. Thank you.